What's going on? It's your boy Chris, aka Mastermind, back here with another video for you. Today we're in Durham, and guess what we're doing? We're getting ready to go mix tomorrow. But what I wanted to do was show you guys what do I carry in my work box. And so let's jump into it. So here we go. We got the Pelican. I think it's the 1510. It's funny because they basically told me that it was the largest Pelican you can get that's a carry-on. And guess what? I never carry it on because I always got tools. So I always have to send it anyway. So, but what I did do, I did customize it with the red handles. I do have some green ones at home too that I could swap out. And then obviously my sticker collection of the road, any stickers that I could put out there. Shure sponsored us on one of the shows that we did. So I make sure to shout them out. And yeah, everything else is just all of the other stuff, all the cities we've been to, Penn State, Chicago, yeah, of course that. Got the Scream, so just jump in. Also what I keep in there, so I keep 2 locks, 2 TSA approved locks so they can pop it open. I always get that little love letter that they've been in my case. And then another thing just to distinguish it, again, I got red handles, red locks. It's pretty distinguishable, so let's jump on in. So first off, I bought it empty, and so it literally had nothing in it when I got it. And so don't mind that we're on this bed at the hotel, so it's a little soft, so it's gonna do its little tilt back thing. But so basically what I did was I bought it empty, and then I actually found these pouches, and then I literally just put Velcro in the back so that if I just needed a pouch, I can actually throw it in my bag. And so I thought that was a pretty cool thing. So first pouch right here, it's gonna be cool. I got 2 of these little box laptop interfaces, 1/8 inch on one side, XLR on the other, with the little knob, which have been really great for me as backups for DI. So I keep 2 of those in there. I make sure I also label everything. Green is the color that I use, and try to label it to make sure it's mine, and I get it back after the end of the show. A new addition I got was a wired in-ear pack by Behringer. It's a P2, nice little switch on there. XLR in, clips on, pretty nice. And it takes, it's either AA or AAA batteries, but it's a pretty cool addition. I just added it to my pack for a situation where you run somewhere and somehow they run out of in-ears, and so now you got a wired one that you can throw up real quick. Headlamp, of course, make sure you can see things, mostly for packing trucks or doing cables when I'm A2ing in the back of the world, but I keep that in there. Keep a very emergency set of earbuds. These things have never been used, but I keep them because one day they may need to be. And then, got right there, battery's not in it, but this is my laser measurer. I make sure to keep that in there now. This is a new addition, 65 feet, because in most situations, I'm not going to be measuring more than the 65 feet because, you know. All right, so that's the first pouch right there. Second pouch that we go into right here is going to be, this is my tool pouch. So keep my C-wrench in there, got my Leatherman. Pretty cool when my father-in-law gave it to me. So I've had this for, 9 years now. I've kept this one, so it's pretty cool. That's why I don't let people use it that much. Again, C-wrench for anything. Got an adjustable screwdriver that has one of those. This is going to get messy. But if you can see, it has the compartment where all the tips can go. Oh, that's why, because they're dumped into here, so we don't have to worry about it. Keep a backup Phillips head. And then I keep 2 sets of Allen wrenches. So we can, good to go. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, one is standard, one's metric. Also keep the extender for that screwdriver, so if we need to get into a skinnier place, as well as always keep this knife. I got a couple of these around, so I always keep that. You see I had tie line still on it, but always keep one of those. This and my tools. That's why I can never carry on this bag. I always have to I always have to check this bag for that reason. Sweet, let's go into the next pouch. This one up here, this is literally just random adapters. I literally don't even know what's in here. XLR to RCA, RCA to RCA. What is this one? RCA to 1/4 inch. Like literally This is the I never have to use them until I have to use them bag. And so it has all of these random adapters that I rarely use, but in a pinch, they're there. I showed you in my book bag one. If you watch that one, I carry a mouse with me, but I also do carry a little Microsoft cheapy backup mouse just in case. Down here, as well in my book bag, I always showed you I carry markers, Sharpies, and so these are my extra Sharpies, extra pens if I need them. These are some older adapters that I used to have in here, but I still carry them for some reason. I mean, I can't even remember what that's called anymore, but to VGA and HDMI for the old Macs. So I keep those. What is this? I got some old, USB, USB B to A cable that I keep in there, and then another just USB dongle with just USBs. Rarely do I use this stuff, but I have it just in case. All right, next up, we're talking about the mouse. I carry a mouse pad, an extra mouse pad with me just in case the surface isn't conducive to the laser on it. What can you never have too many of? Charging cables. Another pouch full of charging cables. All right, next up, I keep a bunch of shorties in here. So right now, let's see what we got in here. So if you look, I'll toss these right here. So I'll toss these right here. So again, just XLR shorties, 1/4 inch to XLR shorties, basically so I don't have to go into their pack if I just need to plug in something small. I always keep my own power strip. And so keep my own power strip just for myself, just in case. Again, backups on backups. I started carrying IEC cables just in case, because I keep running into gigs where like one speaker's missing it or one like random thing. So I was like, I have a couple, and then it's not my fault. Next up, this is my mic pouch that I carry with me. This one's gonna have my, I can't even remember, my DBX for RTA checking. So if I'm doing any kind of like smart or I forgot what the other software I play with is, but if I need to do any kind of referencing, I'll use that DBX. And then I also, this is just in here, I actually don't use it for anything, but this is an old MXL 991 condenser, small diaphragm that I keep with me. To be honest, it should still work because I never use it, but I literally just keep it as a backup to backups for that. I also got my own little tripod stand for my RTA mic or for VLG if you need it, anything like that. So that's in there. This one right here, this is for all the big guys right here. This is what you need in your life. You need a USB wireless battery or charge. What is this called? A Holmes personal fan. This thing right here is a USB, can run for 6 hours. So when you're on show site and you ain't got power yet and it's hot because you're in Orlando, boom, I got this sitting right on my console blowing at me, USB charged. This is another USB A to B cable. I have, man, you get PTSD from shows where there's something missing. And this is one of the things that was missing for a bunch of DJs. They had a controller there that was rented, but nobody had a USB cable except one of the DJs. And so I started carrying it with me. Again, haven't used it since I needed to carry it, but I got it. Another XLR cable thrown in there. Some more random cables here. So I showed you the DIs, but I do carry a couple 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch cables. This is another headphone extension that I carry with me. All the random cables. A couple 1/4 inch to XLRs, because I'll show you later. I do carry my interface with me, so these will work for the output on my interface. What's that? RCA to 1/4 inch. So this helps me a lot, obviously, when I'm DJing. So if I have one of the smaller controllers that's RCA out, I got 1/4 inches, so I can go into a DI if need be. Another 1/8 inch to 1/4 inches. Another 1/8 inch to 1/4 inches. You can never have too many. I also keep a couple HDMI, again, audio guy, but guess what? I keep a couple HDMIs with me just in case. A lot of times, really, just so I can watch movies in the hotel room. So we'll do that. I keep a spare instrument cable because there's always somebody who's missing one, as well as, again, another headphone extension. Just found this random Phillips head to Allen key. I'm not sure, but I'll put that in one of these. Cool. Just throw some of this back in here so I can weigh it back down. I keep a few AAA batteries, and then these are some half-used AA's. So if I just need to test stuff, I got batteries in here to test with. I have tons of brand new tape, colored, all different colors. I I usually use the same exact colors. That's why all of these haven't been opened. So yeah, got all the colors to go. Another cool thing I actually bought for the house, and I just started carrying it with me, was I guess a Cat 5 sniffer, if you want to call it that. But basically it helps me make sure that these Cat 5 and Cat 6 and Cat 7 now cables work. And so I keep that with me so that I can, that's on test. So boom, now I can see that it actually works. So this is a pretty cool, nifty thing. So when people are sending long, just Cat 6 cables and not actual Ethercon barrels and all that, I can test it to make sure I know which one's A and B, because they're not labeled. Little screwdriver set, little tweakers in there, old broken case, but I keep that in there. Yeah, more E-tape, tons of E-tape. So this is going to be my stack of, I'm going to swap these out so they can all be the same color, but this is my stack of just some Cat 5, Cat 6 cables that I can use for hooking up my router, hooking up anything close that I may need to hook up into the switch or anything like that. So I got those in there for myself as well. Board tape. I don't care what nobody says, the board can be as digital as it wants. I'll still throw some board tape on it if it saves me time sometimes. Look at that, random piece of tie line. All right, so let's jump into some more of the pieces. So these, I actually rarely use these now, but I still keep them in there because I have nowhere else to put them. But basically female XLR and male XLR turnarounds. I used to keep these because one of the companies I work with never sent them on site, and so I bought like 9 of each to make sure that I always had enough for 8 outs and then the extra. So still keep those in there. I probably should take those out now. Let's see what else. Next up, oh, this is one of my handheld mics that I just keep with me. It's a Sennheiser, I want to say it's the E30, yeah, E835. No switch, it's just a mic I keep with me to test lines or anything extra that I need. I do need to swap that and get a switched one, but no rush because I don't need it till I need it, and then I don't need it anymore. Next pouch up is going to be, that's my router. A little cheap D-Link. I probably need to upgrade this, but a little cheap D-Link. It does 2.5 and 5 gigahertz. So I'll pop this on if I get to a show and a person in that particular company didn't send a router with their console, I got a backup. And then we're gonna jump into here. I got some, these should be my Netgear switches. That's what it feels like. So got a couple little Netgear 8-bang switchers. I keep 2 of these in there. They work great. I know there's like a thing about managed versus unmanaged, which I don't know. I use these. They work fine for everything. So I'll use these as a backup, or if I just need some of the places I'll go, they'll only send one big switch. And so I'll put these at the front of the house so I can mix my stuff out. This one is again, an audio guide. This is my video pouch. I keep a couple little video trinkets in here. Again, another oldie but goodie. Oh, that's a USB-C one actually. But HDMI, USB. So this is an older dongle that I'm pretty sure my boy John Chevali, I met him literally in 2020 when I moved to Charlotte, and he let me use this, and then guess what happened? Pandemic happened, and I didn't see him for like 3 years. So if you ever need this adapter back, buddy, I got it still. HDMI splitter, keep that. Always keep a little switcher on hand, because if you're doing breakouts, this always comes in handy because there's always missing one. And usually I keep I think I left it at the house, but I usually keep a cam link in here as well, just in case there's going to be, you never know when there's some accidental last minute, hey, I want to live stream something and nobody knows what that actually means. So I keep that. Let's see what I got in this last pouch. Oh, last pouch is literally just a bunch of everything. So a bunch of power blocks if I can get them out. So basically a bunch of power blocks, a bunch of USB jump drives. Yeah. And that's it. I just keep those in there. These are like backups. I carry my main ones in my book bag, so I always have some. But these are like oh man, I don't know where my book bag is, or something happened, so I carry that. And then as we get in here, last but certainly not least, it's gonna be that workhorse, that Focusrite. You can tell this is the old one because it still has the USB, the old USB B instead of USB-C. So I'm gonna swap it out soon. But yeah, tried and true, man. This thing, whether I'm using it for to play back or if I'm just using it to record on site, VOGs, that kind of thing. This thing comes in handy so well. And so, yeah, so that's it, man. That's what I take in my work box everywhere I go when I'm doing audio engineering gigs. Sometimes I'll take it when I DJ, but I don't need as much of that stuff on a DJ, so I may leave that at home. But I try to have it in my trunk always, just in case. So, but appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.